with Ike, Spike, and Fritz live from Chickies and Pete's the day after the opener. You all right with that mic there, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Too close to my mouth.
There you go. Whoa. Ike Reese, how you doing?
Welcome to YouTube.
Yep. Yeah, we're on YouTube again,
Yeah.
by the way.
Spike Lee, holla at you, boy. That was a little out of order there.
It's wrong, holler at your boy.
Yep, Spike Lee. What's happening?
There you go.
Jackie Baseball. I want to get to you. It's 1 down, 161 to go. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Holla at you, boy.
I can't even see you guys. There's so many shadows. Like, it's already affecting the beginning of the game, the beginning of the show. It's going to be a tough at least first 2 hours. Can't see it.
Can't see anything. Well, it will be an overreaction Friday on the WIP afternoon show as we take way too much from the first Phillies game. Have to do it as tradition goes. It'll be a big show as always. Maybe we'll have Elliott Shore Parks at 3 o'clock. We're not sure enough. Sure not. He's at a wedding. Tornado Shapiro. Yeah, a wedding.
Yeah,
Friday at 2:30 in the afternoon. Like, come on. How much of a discount do we need? 3 o'clock. Or 3:30, Tornado Shapiro joins us for your weekend forecast. 4 o'clock, Kevin O'Connor of Yahoo and the Kevin O'Connor Show will join us to talk about Cooper Flag as we capture the flag, and we will give out the belt at 4:30 as we do every Friday, see if there's a new owner of the belt. But, Ike, I want to overreact a little bit to yesterday's game. So Phillies win 7-3 in extra innings, and I have to say I was overall very encouraged by what I saw. Zach Wheeler, we saw the normal Zach Wheeler we expected to see, right? We saw Alvarado look pretty good, and Alvarado hasn't looked like that in a while. But I was most encouraged, and I know this is going to sound crazy because everybody has been complaining about the 19 strikeouts yesterday. Mm-hmm. But overall, I thought they were a good 19 strikeouts. I saw Trey Turner taking pitches. I saw a good pitcher on the mound against them. The shadows were a real thing. But overall, I did not see the kind of strikeouts like the bad Phillies strikeouts. I felt like they were pretty good Phillies strikeouts. I thought that they worked counts a little bit. I didn't see them chasing very much. And once the shadows went away, the offense came alive. We did see a home run from Schwarber out of the cleanup spot. I was told we couldn't do that. We saw a clutch hit from Alec Boehm. But overall, I thought that the plate discipline, even though there were 19 strikeouts, and I know it sounds crazy, I thought the plate discipline was overall pretty good yesterday, so I was encouraged.
Yeah, you got a mixed bag out of yesterday. For about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes of that game, I don't think anybody was feeling very good about what we were watching. Shadows be damned. Don't care anything about that. When you're going through that and you're watching it, it is frustrating. And there were times where there were some swing and misses at pitches where you're saying to yourself, you could have let that one go. Here we go chasing. Are we doing a chasing thing? But again, it's the first game of the season. So to me, I didn't expect to see some perfect team out there yesterday. They're going to chase from time to time. And when you go through 3 or 4 innings of not getting a run across base and you're struggling, you begin to put more pressure on yourself to want to deliver. So some of these things are just human nature, and it comes with the sport, right? To be patient getting through 6, 7, 8 innings of hitless baseball or a hit here or a hit there, but you're striking out so much, that is frustrating. And this is the team that I'm not necessarily isn't accustomed to being patient at the plate. They're working their way through this, trying to be a better team at the plate when it comes to being patient and waiting for pitches that you can get to hit. That being said, that part of it was frustrating, but positively coming from there, the late game hits, Alec Boehm, you talked about Schwarber, Bryce doing Bryce things. Listen, JT, that ball should have been called out there, but nobody give a damn about that. That was a nice clearing bases for JT there. Right?
After the golden sombrero before that. Yeah.
Yes, okay. But he still got a hit late in the game. It mattered, man. So, listen, if they don't win that game, we feel a hell of a lot different about these 19 strikeouts. I'll be interested in hearing you with the 19 strikeout things being a positive because I get none of that. I'm not going to overreact to it happening, but I can't sit here and say with my eyes that – that was a good strikeout. That was a good strikeout
like
there. That was 19 of them.
The pitcher was throwing strikes. If he's throwing strikes, you can only take so many pitches. I could count I think looking back, there were like 3 bad chases the entire game, and 2 of them were from Bryson Stott, a guy who I wouldn't expect to chase anyway. I don't know.
America's leadoff hitter, Bryson Stott.
They did feel like good, productive strikeouts to me. And the other reason
productive
I thought,
strikeouts?
Well, they weren't productive.
Here's why they were productive. The starter was out of the game in the 6th inning, which, the more he strikes guys out, the more you take pitches, the better chance that guy's not going to be in there late in the game. I'm not like Jack. You're looking at me like I'm kidding. I'm not kidding.
We were hoping that you are.
I'm not kidding. I really, when I was watching them, I was waiting to be pissed off. I agree with you. You get a little antsy when it's strikeout after strikeout after strikeout. I agree with that part. You get antsy, but when I'm watching it, I didn't have that feeling like with Trey, where he's closing his eyes and swinging at a slider in the dirt, or Casty when he's going up there and closing his eyes and swinging. I didn't see any of that. I just saw them get beat by a pitcher who was better than them for the first 6 innings yesterday. So I felt like they were a good 19 strikeouts.
Yeah,
it just sounds insane.
Yeah, you just keep adding that to there, and I'm like, yeah, what are you talking about?
It was a good 19 strikeouts.
It was a bad 19 strikeouts, but they overcame it.
It was a good 19 strikeouts. But we wanted to see plate discipline from them, and I felt like I saw plate discipline from them. Not every time that you have plate discipline are you going to win every battle.
So you'd rather have the 19 strikeouts than early contact and let Mackenzie Gore wait around? Is that what you're saying?
That's what. Well, I mean, I always bring back the first game of the Mets series last year where they tried to hit Kodai Senga instead of letting him throw pitches. The guy's not going to throw balls unless you take a pitch. So they faced a guy who was not throwing a lot of balls yesterday. But I thought I saw the discipline out of the Phillies that I wanted to see in Game 1.
Yeah, a little bit too much of not swinging early in the count. And here's the thing: when everybody beats this into their head about the approach at the plate, this is what happens.
You get a little trigger happy.
Yeah.
And this is where we are. So again, they overcame the 19 strikeouts.
Good 19 strikeouts.
Thankfully, we had Zach Wheeler on the mound.
Yep.
Right, so Washington couldn't necessarily hit him. The bullpen, some good, some bad.
Yeah, some good, some bad. I thought everybody looked good except for Romano. I thought Kirkring looked good. I thought Alvarado looked good. I thought Strom looked good. The only guy out of the bullpen I didn't think looked good was Romano.
Control.
I'm not. I don't want to overreact or anything to day one. I'm out on Romano.
No, come on.
I'm out on Romano.
No, he's going to be good.
He doesn't have reliever stuff. Yeah, he doesn't have.
He didn't have good stuff at the beginning of the the outing. He was back up to 97.
He threw one good pitch in that entire outing yesterday. If you keep talking about him being a closer, I don't want a guy going up closer who's not going to blow people's doors off. That's what I want.
He got it back up to 97.
I like Kirkring better than him. I like Alvarado better than him. I like Strom better than him. I like all those guys better than him. I'm out. So I feel more encouraged rather than discouraged. What do you feel like, or do you feel the same after yesterday?
Oh, I feel the same.
Jack?
I feel mostly the same. I'm not where you are on the 19 strikeouts.
A good 19 strikeouts.
A positive 19 Ks.
Yeah.
Productive.
A productive 19.
It was a productive 19 strikeouts.
Yeah, and I agree with you mostly that the play discipline looked better, but they still swung and missed a lot. And there was actually some pretty poor situational baseball. They got bailed out on to make it 3-1.
Yep.
By old Stotty and Marshy.
Trey too. Trey, I think it was in the 7th. I'm trying to remember what he did. He threw it to the wrong base.
Well, he tried to throw it at first base and
it
bounced, and Harper
no, not that
scooped
one.
it.
No, there was a different one. Whatever. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, but like the Stott strikeout and then Marsh strikeout. Marsh trying to bunt didn't exactly go well.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
Well, nobody can bunt anymore.
No, it's not a big part of the game.
Yep.
Listen, there's some positive signs. 100%. Wheeler was Wheeler. Some of the offensive people. The new lineup I was pretty encouraged by. I hope they stick with it. I like having Schwarber in the 4 spot. Bowman the 3, like being able to control the bat, having him there rather than batting 4th makes a lot more sense, so I like that. But I can't sit here and say, like, the 19 strikeouts was not sending shivers down my spine early in the game.
It was a good 19 strikeouts. You need to learn how to be positive about the Phillies and see things for how they really are. So were you more encouraged, discouraged, or in the middle?
The same.
I was more encouraged. I was more encouraged. I was more encouraged.
You are a lunatic.
215-592-9494. Were you more encouraged or discouraged about the Phillies game yesterday? And the other thing on that, and you mentioned that, I don't want to see the other lineup now. Like, I want to give
Well, it's
this
going to be in there
chance
tomorrow.
That's
Yeah.
what I was just getting ready to say.
Yeah.
We're going with a different lineup tomorrow.
Like everybody was worried about Kyle Schwarber not being able to hit, without all those guys behind him. He had a single and a home run yesterday. He was the I don't know, he was the best.
He went first pitch swinging his first at bat.
Yeah,
He did.
So he can get the 4 spot. Can't
Yeah.
do that in a leadoff spot.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
And the numbers don't even back up him not being able to bat fourth. His
Right,
leadoff, his cleanup numbers are fine.
are good. And Trey Turner has good leadoff numbers historically. So what are you doing, Topper? All right, 215-592-9494. By the way, I'm going to surprise you guys with the next question. I know we didn't talk about it before the show, but sometimes I think we could use the next question.
That always leads to a horrible Jack answer.
It's going to be a good one. It's an easy one. I promise you, Jack. So today is Lady Gaga's birthday. Lady Gaga, and not my favorite, but an all-time pop star, one of the biggest pop stars ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So give us your go-to pop star, Jack.
My go-to pop star.
Yeah, all time.
All time?
Yeah,
Doing the Ike, talk my way through it?
yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to do that.
No,
Yeah.
I know.
Sorry
know.
for surprising you,
It's
but I
all
felt
good.
like this was an easy
I'm just
one.
going to go to my first one that I lost a CD on the plane to Italy when I was 8, and I didn't get over it until a little bit later. Not to pull a young Eskin having all the money in the world, but
Yep.
it was Britney Spears.
Oh, I mean, she ruled the world for a minute.
We're talking like an 8-year-old in 2000.
Yeah.
I
know.
understand it.
Not all of us were getting ready for in the league.
Listen,
Yeah.
I remember when Britney Spears was a big deal, man.
She was a huge deal.
I was always more of a Christina Aguilera.
I was too.
I was on that side of
I was too.
the debate.
I was too. Ike, you have a go-to pop star?
Define pop star for me.
I think you know it when you see it.
Oh, that's good.
Well-
that's helpful.
Well,
Well, here's the thing.
yep.
Everybody in the black community is not considered a pop star.
I would say if it is,
Because I want to go Beyonce.
no, I would say she's a pop star because Destiny's Child was a pop group anyway.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
Here's what I would say.
Dream Girls.
I don't know
Yeah.
if that's R&B group,
Yeah,
pop group.
I think she is not she's not like your cookie cutter pop star like Britney Spears is, but I would say that Beyonce ends up being a pop star.
All right.
Now here's the question I ask you guys: do groups count, or does it have to be a singular person?
That's
Well,
where
no,
I was going
I like
back.
groups.
Yeah, because I was thinking about Backstreet Boys.
That's mine.
Yeah.
My go-to is Backstreet Boys. Seen them 9 times.
You've seen the Backstreet Boys? For such a music guy.
9 times. They got great tunes.
They have
Undeniable
3
tunes.
good songs.
No, that's not true. I mean, they have at least 15 bangers.
They do not have 15
They do have
bangers.
15 bangers.
Backstreet Boys, is that Justin Timberlake?
No, that's the
NSYNC.
other one.
Yeah.
NSYNC, yeah, that's
Yeah,
NSYNC,
yeah. We've named 6
Sorry.
others. Yeah.
There's a
bad,
million
my
of
bad.
them.
Yeah. All right. 215-592-9494. You're more encouraged by the Phillies yesterday. Do you think they were a good 19 strikeouts like I do, or are you more discouraged? Or are you just the same as going into it as Jack and Ike are? 215-592-9494. And today, for next question, based on Lady Gaga's birthday, give us your go-to pop star all time.
Hold
Go-to
on, is
pop star.
Rihanna a pop star?
Yeah, just keep naming them.
Just
I'm
keep naming
switching
them.
minds.
All right, you're going Rihanna.
Yeah.
Okay, so Beyonce's back on the table.
She's back on the table.
Okay, great.
All
I
right.
mean, pause, but yeah, she's
Yeah,
back
right.
on the table.
Is that a pause moment?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, all right.
If you use your imagination.
Okay, all right.